Okay.
Back.
Yeah. So we might sound a little bit different because I'm recording through Discord. I'm sure you probably won't even be able to tell, but my router took a weird dump. It is working, but not certain parts that I need for it to work to record correctly. But we're here. We made it. Welcome back, everybody, to Hey Listen, a Legend of Zelda podcast, where we play through all the games from 1986 all the way to the present in chronological release date order, with one pro, one amateur, I guess, and one noob. And also, we may watch a TV show about Legend of Zelda for this podcast.
Really?
Ooh.
Yes, because there was an animated TV show, if you remember, German.
Oh, that? Okay.
Yeah, what'd you think? We're just going to watch like Lost or something?
No, I thought there was something else that I didn't know about, or Japanese or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Some kind of Japanese medium, not a Japanese like person.
We're gonna watch a Japanese person.
Well, I said like I don't know, like a Japanese. Just clarifying.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
Yeah, I am your host, Noise, and I'm accompanied by German Basset Hound Rizer
Hey guys.
and DammitKriss.
Howdy.
I had a hell of a week, huh? With Zelda 2, I hear.
Yeah.
I guess. I mean, I was okay.
You guess? Did you watch, Chris?
No, I didn't get to see him play.
Boy, howdy.
Yeah,
I did get to see
Boy,
him.
howdy. Okay.
Boy, howdy indeed.
I don't even know. I don't even know
The
what to
first
say.
palace wasn't terrible. That's all. That's all I'll say.
The first palace.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, we're on to so one fun fact that I kind of forgot to mention about the first Legend of Zelda game. It's actually called in Japan, it's called the Hyrule Fantasy: The Legend of Zelda. And then this one was called The Legend of Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link. So they like forgot to put in the Hyrule Fantasy part. I guess the entire franchise was supposed to be just called the Hyrule Fantasy, but they just, I don't know. They were like, the titles are getting too big. And I don't know. I posted one of the videos of like the making of Legends of this game of Zelda 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess Miyamoto and I forget the other guy's name. Eiji Onuma.
Like that? Onuma there.
Probably. Yeah. They were asked like, why did we drop the Hyrule Fantasy part? And they were like, I don't know. To be honest, I don't remember. And it's just like, cool. I mean, that's the creative process. You're just like, fucking, it looks better like this, and that's just how it is. And who knows what the reason was. But yeah, so for us, they dropped the Legend of and just called it Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link.
Yeah.
Which is, I always thought was odd. It's the only numbered Zelda game in the entire franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Which is also kind of weird. Like they just needed you to know that this for sure is a sequel.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Because once we leave this game, sequels and prequels are going to get really confusing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Zelda 2, I played on the Famicom disk system on my own. And then if anybody caught it yesterday, I went on Twitch and I made Checkpoint twice. I only wanted to do it once, but then everyone kind of got curious about the disc system differences, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just start up a game on there," and then did Checkpoint on that one also. So because I did the NES one at first because I wanted to see the differences because I'm only seeing one side of the coin, right? And I noticed like ropes were in the second palace, which I didn't see on mine. I actually saw Octoroks on mine.
Oh, really?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, palaces. They're all a gray palette, but Palace 2 for the NES is like blue. And then like NPCs in the towns, there's 3 extra sprites. There's like a thin dude, almost kind of like Shakespearean hairdo, and then like a heavier set woman, and then a child sprite. Those ones are not in the disc system version. Yeah.
Okay.
If you're asking me if am I sure? Yes.
Well, that they're not. There is a child sprite.
No, not in the original Famicom disc system. Oh, I know what you're talking about, but not NPCs in the towns.
No.
That's why I said in the towns.
Sure, yeah. It's not the same sprite, as far as you know.
No, it's not the same sprite. It's a completely different sprite. Yeah, they had to add whole new ones just to add some variety and stuff. What else did I see differences on? Obviously the leveling up system, super different. When when you hit the next marker, that's for any ability. So attack, magic, or life, aka defense. Yeah, so it's for any one of them, not like NES where it's just like you hit next on the first one and it's like health is 50, magic is 100, and attack is 150 or whatever.
Mhm.
It applies to all of them, which makes it real strange and kind of broken.
What do you
Chris,
mean?
did you
I'm
see?
trying to follow what you're saying. It applies to all of them. So like,
So the screen that pops up when you finally get to level up,
uh huh.
there's no price on the individual things.
Oh, it's just a level up.
Right. So you can pick which one you want right from the get go.
Oh, okay.
There is no skip. You can't like, no, I'm going to hoard these points for the next thing.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just whatever you want.
I thought
right?
you were
And the-
saying like it does all 3 of them per level. Okay, that makes
No,
more
no, 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 no,
sense.
no, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, the NES version, obviously, you can hoard. Like, nope, I don't want to do my health yet. Nope, I don't want to do magic yet. I want to go straight for attack, right? So you just have to save up 200 or
Mhm.
whatever it is.
Mhm.
But yeah, in the Famicom, it's just like level up whatever you want. I even looked
Mhm.
for like the cancel button, and it's you can't select over to cancel.
So you had to pick
Huh.
something. Okay.
Yeah, you have to pick something. Chris, did you see my playthrough of Famicom Disk System?
I think I saw part of it. I don't remember how much I saw though. I
Oh,
don't remember
okay,
seeing that part of it. So.
because I decided it would be kind of funny if I just threw everything into attack and see how far I can make it.
Mhm.
And I made it all the way to checkpoint. So I have level 8 attack, and then as I got to the checkpoint, I got everything. I got the other 2 to level 5. So right now
Jeez.
my shit is at 855, and it's real scary because if I get a game over, this is something I've explained to you guys off pod. If I get a game over and I continue, everything levels down to your lowest stat.
Mhm.
So if I were to get a game over now, my attack would level down to 5 and everything will be 5.
That's
That's crazy.
it's interesting, but you said it was a lot less XP, so it's a lot easier to level up technically, right?
Yes. Yeah. But if you die a lot, it's almost like
Mhm.
you're just fucking wasting time. If you
Oh,
don't get
sure.
all 3 of them at least one level up and
Mhm.
you get to
Yeah.
continue, it's like fuck, like you just start
Yeah,
over again.
it's a reset. Yeah.
But you get to keep the items that you've picked up. So like heart containers, magic containers, the hammer, the trophy, the whatever else there is that you pick up. All that stuff
Mhm.
stays on your save. So yeah, so it's pretty brutal because when I played it on my own, I was learning it, right? So a lot of for me, a lot of continues and just like ripping my hair out, basically. Like, dude, how did anyone play the disc system version?
Mhm.
Another major difference too is we call them the Medusa heads because they have the same attack pattern as the Castlevania Medusa heads.
Mhm.
Those like gargoyle heads.
Mhm.
When they hit you on Palace 2, they take away experience points, and so do the orange stabby guys in Palace 1. They take away 10
Mhm.
experience points every time they hit you in the NES version, but in the disc system version, they don't. So it's a
Mhm.
little more forgiving as far as that. I don't know why they added that for NES. That seems pretty fucked up to add even more
Yeah.
difficulty to an already difficult game. Um, and then our buddy Spy let me know that on the NES version, bubbles are worth 50 experience points. On disc system, they're only worth 10, so they're absolutely not worth killing. Like it takes forever to kill
Well,
them. That it's just like just
oh
walk
yeah,
by them.
yeah. It takes forever to kill them, anyways. Yeah, I've always just done them. Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean, if you got your attack up pretty high up, you farm those
sure.
things and you get 50 experience for them. But yeah, that's kind of
They're
like
highly worth it when you have a certain ability that comes up, the down thrust.
yes, yeah. Once you get
That's when
the
you just
down thrust, but I don't think that's not really the checkpoint. That's
it's
beyond
not
checkpoint, right?
yeah,
Unless you happen to wander away and explore, you can get it
yeah.
before Third Palace.
Mhm.
And then I think I have like one more. Oh, so churches,
Mhm. Mhm.
they have like a cross on the top, like a cross sprite, right?
Mhm.
Well, for me, they have a cross sprite. For you guys, they have like a almost like a headstone with a cross on it. I don't like it's a white headstone with a black cross on it on the church, right? Like the one that you jump up to go get
Yeah,
your downward thrust.
yeah. Mhm.
Why? I
On
don't
yours is
fucking know. It makes no sense. Some kind of religious thing with the
oh
West,
yeah, yeah. They always want to try to keep
but it's
religion
still a
out of it.
cross.
Yeah,
So I really don't
yeah.
understand.
It's a plus sign.
Yeah, and then there's a little graveyard in one of the in Saria, the water town. In the disc system version, you can stand in front of one of them and tap B, and it says, "Here lies oh shit, what's his name from Dragon Quest?"
Eldrick or something like that.
No, so not Eldrick, the other guy, like
Erock.
no, like Lolo or something like that.
Oh,
Something
okay.
like that. But yeah, they cross reference each other. Like the first Final Fantasy, you find a gravestone that says "Here lies Link." Then they changed it to Eldrick, and then back to Link. And then Dragon Quest has the same thing. It's like "Here lies Link" and stuff. You know, they all kind of like poke at each other. But yeah, I think that's all the differences I can think about. And I just kind of wanted to get those out of the way because that was me making observations on the changes. Because as I was streaming, me and one of our other buddies too, Danny Boy, we were making fun of Miyamoto because he claimed that the reason Zelda 2 was a failure was because of loading times. There are loading times in the disc system, and it's like 5 seconds at max. Like it's no big deal. You know, rather than admitting that the game design was the problem. And it is entirely too hard for someone who's coming from Zelda 1, excited for Zelda 2, and going like, holy fuck, like some of these bad guys, you know, Dark Nuts and Stalfos, they're pretty fucked up. And unfair, I would say, to someone playing for the first time, because I put this game down as a kid too. I was like, nope, I'd never beat a fucking palace once as a kid. Not once. But yeah, that's just that's my opinion why it was a failure. And also, it was stuck on the disc system. They never made a cartridge version in Japan. Cartridges only came to the U.S. Well, to the rest of the world, to the West and stuff. But yeah, how was your guys' experience with Zelda 2?
I'll let Chris go. I want to hear what happened.
Oh my gosh. Noise was there. So the first palace, I streamed that. It went well. You know, a few little hiccups here and there to be expected. I'm a world worst gamer for a reason, you know. And but I got through it. I beat the boss. Figured out you had to jump to hit his head and everything. And you know, it took me I think 2 or 3 tries to beat him. I think it was. Including like trying to figure out his whole gimmick and everything. Like why am I hitting him and not doing any damage and all that kind of stuff. And so I beat him. It wasn't too bad. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. You know, I'll record the rest or whatever, and that was fine. And so what was it? It was Monday, I think. No, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday I had recorded. And um basically I focused on mostly grinding, gaining levels and stuff, and it was happening very slowly. And I gained a few levels. I got up to like attack 5, health 6 or 5 or something,
Damn.
and magic 4 or something like that. So I was fairly far up there. And forgot to save. And that was 4 hours worth of grinding down the
Oh,
drain. So that was
damn.
fun. And so I spent Wednesday grinding again, thinking like, okay, I'll grind Wednesday. And then today between podcasts or whatever, I was gonna or Thursday yesterday, I was gonna grind between podcasts and do the checkpoint then. And I was like, oh, I'll just whatever, it's fine, you know. And so I was on Discord while I was grinding, and Noise dropped in. He's like, "Oh, you're doing this wrong. Like, here's a better way to do it." And
Well, hold on. What were you doing?
I I was doing it the slow way. I was
He was
going to
grinding
fight all the weak
slimes, bro.
enemies. Yeah.
He was grinding
Yeah.
slimes. And I was like,
Yeah.
no.
Jeez.
So
you have to get brave.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the only way to progress in this game.
Yeah, and so he gave me a lot of tips and tricks, which really helped. Noise, I don't think I don't remember if I said this because I know you were cutting in and out of that stream, you were driving home and everything. But my logic was the reason I was going for health instead of attack was if I can take more hits, I can live longer, you know, to do more damage or whatever. But I also understood your logic in that if you kill them in fewer hits, they don't have as much chance to hit you.
Right.
Which ended up working better for me. So thank you for that.
Yeah. Then that way
I
you
thought it
can
was
put the
kinda
rest of those points to health, pretty much.
Yeah, I thought it was funny that Jesse was in the background like, "Don't bully him, don't tell him what to do, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "He's helping me, this is good, like, I don't mind this," you know? And yeah, it was different than what I was doing, but I mean, obviously, I was having trouble, so why continue screwing things up, you know? And, so yeah, Noise is like, "Oh, you know, go to go to the second palace and grind there, level up there. And so I was like, okay. And so I did that, and I created a little save point. Save point, and he told me about that little statue in the beginning, which I had no idea about.
Mm,
He's like, "Have you hit that before?" I was like, "No." He's like, "Go ahead and do it." And so a little potion dropped down, filled up my magic. And so what I would
mhm,
do, and he was confused by this at first because when I do the life magic, it doesn't fill up my bar.
mhm,
And so he saw me do it 3 times. He's like, "Why'd you do that? Your life was full." I was like, "No, it wasn't quite full.
mhm,
Most of the way, but it wasn't completely full." And
mhm,
he saw me do it again later on. He was like, "Oh, that is weird. Yeah." So what I would do is I'd go through the dungeon, kill as many enemies as I could, as much experience as I could, and then once I was like low on magic and life, head back to the top again, exit the dungeon, come right back in,
mm,
do all that again,
mhm, mhm.
And I think we got up to what we get to attack 5 or 6 again. Noise was it?
Something like that. I don't remember. Yeah, but
We got fairly
something
high.
useful.
Yeah.
Mm,
And so I was like, all right, well, I feel confident now. I'm gonna go try and went for the boss. After figuring out how to get to the glove first, because
mm,
that was a whole thing in of itself.
mhm,
And so I went for the boss, and I was like, okay, why I was like, is this the same as the previous guy? And you have to hit his head. So I'm like jumping and I'm hitting his head, but nothing's happening. And I was like, that's weird. But then I would like hit him sometimes and he would take damage, but then I would hit him again and nothing happened. And finally I figured out, oh, you have to knock he was wearing a helmet or something,
mhm,
and you had to knock it off, and then he took damage. But you had to like do it at a weird angle, so you had to like kind of jump towards him
mhm.
and have the right timing and everything. So that took me a little while to figure that out. But eventually I did and beat him. But yeah, that was probably another 3 hours worth of grinding to get to that point, right? Where I was able to beat him again, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah.
So yeah, I made it. But it was not easy going.
There's a lot of that forgetting to save or weird something to do with saves and stuff. A lot of that going around. Like it happened to German with Second Quest last
Yeah,
episode.
yeah.
No, no, I didn't forget to save. I restarted by accident.
Oh,
Well,
that's
that's what
right.
I mean.
Yeah,
That's what I mean. Just like
Oh, but
something to do
save
with
as I go.
saves. Yeah, like either
yeah.
Yeah.
someone forgetting or hitting the wrong button and hitting reset or something. Yeah. So
Losing progress.
losing
Yeah.
progress. Yeah.
Goddamn
I'm
first
crossing
world
my
gaming problems.
fingers that it doesn't
Yeah.
happen to me.
By the way, German, in my community, we have what's known as a Cerberus incident. Have I told you about that?
A server sensor?
The Cerberus incident.
Oh, yeah. With Kingdom Hearts. Yes, I've
Yeah.
heard about
Okay.
this fucking this goddamn
So
fight.
it's not the first time I've done
Yeah.
this.
That was a Cerberus incident for sure.
Yeah.
Another thing I learned too is I think I told it to you, Chris, but I don't know if you were there when I said it. If you have a second controller, if
Yeah, that you can
you
just use that to save instead of
Yeah.
dying. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
so in the if you pause with the first player and you hold up, it's supposed to be up and select, but for me it was up and A. I
Huh.
don't know what the combo is, but for me up and A, and it let me save.
Oh,
That
I
way
always
you
thought it was
don't.
up an A, but
Oh, okay,
could
yeah.
be wrong
I
too.
think it might be the internet that's wrong, but I would doing up and A.
Mhm.
So yeah, you do that and you can save without dying so that you're not recording a death.
Mm,
But I tested this on my stream yesterday because I was like, I have attack 8 and the other ones are 5s. If I save,
Mhm.
does my attack drop down to 5? And so German, don't burn me at the stake, but I saved state
uh-huh.
once
Just
Just
test
to-
things. It's okay.
just to make sure. And so I did the save thing, and yes, it dropped down my attack to level 5.
Because
So
it counts it like a death. Yeah.
or something like a
Well,
continue. Yeah.
Unofficial death. Yeah. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm still gonna continue from my save state because fuck that. That's bullshit.
Yeah. I would do the same.
Yeah. I mean, I worked hard for that fucking level
Mhm.
8. But yeah, so be wary for those playing on the disc system. If you're just as big as psychos as I am, if you save, you will lose levels. So hopefully you've got
Yeah.
them all pretty evened out. But yeah, Chris, how did you fare with figuring out the quote unquote puzzles, like all the so-called hints they give you? Did you need some hand holding from the community?
What do you mean? Like what?
Like, how did you know, like about the statue or about the glove or the mirror or things like that?
The mirror I found by accident.
Hmm.
I remember I went to that second town. I was just any room, any house I could go into, I would go in there. and explore. And I noticed one of them was empty, and I was like, "Huh, that's weird." And so I'm like, "Is there like a hidden something?" Like I was always taught growing up. I played a lot of RPGs, and so I was taught talk to everything. If it looks like it's
Mm,
plain, it looks like it's out of the ordinary. Talk to it, you know.
mhm,
And so I remember going through the room, and I stood near where I would talk to the person,
mm,
and he said something like, "Oh, there's a mirror on the floor."
mhm.
But it didn't, like, specify that he picked it up, and
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, "Do I,
Like,
like,
okay.
need to kneel down and pick it up? Like, do I have to do, like, some special combo to pick it up or something?" And, I remember, like, kneeling down, pressing the button, it didn't do anything, and, like, attacking it didn't do anything and all that kinda stuff, kneeling down and attacking all that stuff. So I was like, "Okay, well, maybe it's I have to have an item to pick it up or something, you know,
Mm,
whatever, that's fine." And, I was heading back out of the town. I remember that first building you passed coming in, there was an NPC that had walked out of there, and I was like, "Oh, I don't remember her showing up when I walked into town. Let me talk to her." And so I go talk to her, and she's like, "Oh, you found my mirror." And I was like,
mhm,
"Yeah, of course I did."
mhm.
And so she's like, "Come inside and talk to me," or, whatever.
Yeah, help me take
And,
my
Aw,
panties off.
she's like, "Did you
yeah.
wanna come in for coffee?" You're like, "Oh, sure."
Exactly, yeah. And so I went in, and that's how I got the life magic.
Mhm,
Um, and then, what was the other one? Spy told me about the extra bar for the magic thing, where to get that. And then, I remember there was a thing someone in the first town said, "Go south of the first palace or
mhm,
the desert palace or whatever it's called, to find an extra heart container." And I remember after my first day of streaming, Shadow had reminded me of that, and I was like, "Oh, is it like a hidden thing? Is it like shown on the thing? Like there's a little heart piece there?" He's like, "It's a hidden thing." I was like, "Okay, I'll look for it." And so I
Yeah, when he
remember
said that, I was like, I mean, it's obvious when you look at it. It's like,
yeah, yeah. Once I saw it, it was obvious. Yeah.
mhm,
But first I went to the palace, and I just went like directly south from there, and I was like, "Okay,
mhm.
nothing's showing up. Am I supposed to press a button?" So I'm pressing all the buttons and moving around, pressing buttons and everything. Like, is
Pressed
it
all
this?
the buttons, all 2 of them. God damn.
Yeah,
Good job.
exactly. Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, maybe it's not literally
Yeah.
directly south. I just have to go further down.
Yeah, yeah.
And I saw there's that little thing that goes down along the coast there, and so I
Mm,
went down, and I saw that little area that was, like, surrounded by forest, and then there was one patch of green in the middle. I was like, "Is that
mm,
it?" And I went in
mhm.
there, and sure enough, it was. Actually, the first time I went in there, I happened to trigger a random battle first,
Oh,
and it
okay,
it
really?
wasn't in there, and I was like, "Oh, I'll try again just to be sure." And I went in, and then, yeah, second that time, it was like, "Oh, it's" you just walk over and get it real quick and leave.
Mm.
But, yeah, so I figured out, like, I would see those around the map, and I was like, "Oh, that must be" like, if something was just out of the
Yeah.
ordinary, a
Yeah,
random
yeah.
patch of whatever, it's like, "Oh, go visit that,"
Mhm.
and there's usually a little secret there, whether it be experience or, an item or whatever. But, yeah, so it didn't take me too much to figure that out. Yeah, because there's the one right outside the cave that has a ferry in it, going towards the second palace from the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
area.
Mhm, mhm,
And then there's one, let's see, the heart container. What else is there? There's a couple of them with experience, I think. One's inside of a cave and one's like one of those random patch things. But yeah. So I found a few of those. Yeah. So I guess it's I think I kind of stumble upon them because I'm trying to explore and look at
mhm.
areas and stuff like that. But
well, good. Yeah,
I'm
because
sure there's some stuff I've missed too. So
the game rewards you for that, thankfully.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, speaking of picking up items, another difference you just reminded me of is to pick up items in this system, you have to attack it like you do a potion or a money bag in the NES version. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so
So
heart
like the heart container
containers,
and stuff?
yep,
Oh, okay.
which
Huh.
makes that first one kind of hard because it's kind of like in a little like between two walls, and there's a
Yeah.
damn boomerang guy right there.
Yep.
So yeah, so you kind of have to like go in there, stab it real quick, and get out, or deal with him first.
Yeah.
But also, there's no pickup animation in the disc system version. You literally just pick it up
Mm,
and move on. And in the NES version, you
mhm,
hold it up over your head.
mhm.
Huh.
Yeah, so I learned to, with that guy at least, to kill him first, because if you pick it up, he can still hit you while you're doing the animation, which is dumb. Like you'll take
What the
damage.
hell? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's fun.
You have no control of your character for a few seconds, but you can still take damage. Good luck.
they freeze your character, but not the enemy characters. That's the funniest part, right?
Yeah, no iframes or
Oh,
anything.
man.
You just take
Yeah.
damage. So I was like, okay, kill him
Jeez.
first and then grab the heart container.
Can you imagine if they did that with modern RPGs?
Oh my god. Yeah, but what'd you think of
Yeah.
that first platforming area right there with the bubbles, like the literal bubbles, not the skull
Mhm.
bubbles?
Oh my gosh. That was annoying.
Why do bubbles
I
hurt
didn't
you?
realize. I don't know. I was wondering the same thing. And I remember my first time going through there, I would get so frustrated because it would always be like I would jump over, get hit by a bubble, which would knock me back, and I would
Mhm.
fall into the water and death.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And do that 3 times, and oh, game over. You're starting over now.
those are the worst deaths. I think those are like that's
Yeah.
like my main memory of this game when I was a kid was just
Yep.
that fucking that one specific bubble platforming part,
Yeah.
and it's just like nope. And
Yes.
same thing with
Worst
the
part.
random encounters. The
Mhm.
sprites in the overworld are completely different.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I call them little colored spermies, but they're just they're like balloons. There's like a tan colored one and a red one and a blue one. The red ones are fairies. The blue ones are the harder enemies, and the tan ones are like the easier enemies. So
Okay.
so instead of the shadow figures that you get and the actual fairy sprite from
Mhm.
I think it's from Zelda 1, that fairy sprite,
Yeah, it looks like
It
it.
looks
Mhm.
like it, yeah.
right? So yeah, there's that difference also on how the sprites look in the overworld for that. And
Yeah.
also water in the overworld
Mhm.
animates, and so does lava, which we haven't seen yet. But over by Death Mountain, there's some lava, so it's like a two frame animation, like the water is actually moving.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's I
Okay.
guess it's just because this system had like a little bit more video RAM and the NES
Yeah, makes
didn't,
sense.
which is why
Yeah.
the music also sounds more full on the disc system versions of games that we've talked about on here. Because we talked
Mhm.
about, I think we did the first Zelda, right? We did talk about how it sounded a little different.
Yeah.
And then in Hard
Yeah.
Gamers, we talked about Metroid.
Mhm.
At first I didn't like it, and then I was like, wait, nope, I think this might be a better version now that I can hear a little bit more instruments.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, what
Yeah,
else,
so
Chris?
that's how mine went.
The candle? How'd you figure
Um,
out that you needed a candle?
oh, yeah, going through that first,
Cave.
cave to get to the first palace, yeah, was interesting because there was that one enemy there, I called it the Roomba.
The
I
Roombas.
And,
got a pill bug.
Yeah.
yeah, it kinda looks like a pillbug, I see
Little roly poly.
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Yeah, little roly poly. Sure.
And, like, you can't see it except for, like, a little tiny shadow if you look
Mhm.
carefully.
Mhm.
And that's the only reason I could tell it was near. And I only noticed that is because I kept getting hit, and then I noticed that little shadow was, like, going around me or whatever. And, but yeah, you can't see anything, and then you have to get the candle from the first palace, which I almost didn't get, because I was missing a key, and it was either that or go to the boss room.
Hmm.
I remember Shadow was in chat, and he's like, "Oh, yeah, that's an important room." He's like, but you need another key to get to the boss." And I was like, "Oh, shoot, okay." And so I went around looking around, and I found the other key.
Hmm.
And so it's like, "Okay, now I can do both," because he's like, "Yeah, it's an item you will want to get." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And yeah, so I got the candle and went to fight the boss. But yeah, found out too, if you defeat the boss and leave,
Mhm.
as long as you don't get a game over, I believe, because I that didn't happen to me. If you come back, the boss will still be defeated.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
And you're like you said, as long as you don't get a game over, I believe because I've never done that. I've
yeah,
left before as well. So I can grind up a little bit. I also sometimes would skip so sometimes what I would do when you put in the gem, it automatically levels you up to the next level.
mm,
So let's say you need 1,000 points to the next level and you're at 900. I'm like, well, fuck that. I'm gonna go kill some shit to get to 1,000 and
Right.
then put the gem out
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Just like maximize, your XP there. So yeah, but I've never got a game over. So that's a good test we can do. I should do it. Yeah. So
And
I wonder if
also,
that.
if you beat the
Uh-huh.
boss and didn't get the item in there, you can still go
Yeah.
back into that
Yeah.
palace. But
Yeah.
once you get
Absolutely.
everything you need from in there, it turns into a fucking rock sprite and you can't go back in,
Yep. That's when you know you've cleared it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
which is a bummer because
Okay.
sometimes you'd like to go back in there and grind some more. So it's like,
Oh, absolutely. It's the best
Yeah.
place to grind, dude.
yeah. So it's almost like
um.
I'm going to get the item and not beat the boss and just move
Yeah.
on. And then when I'm powerful enough, just go back in there and just start just do a boss rush or some shit.
Yeah.
Actually, I think that might be one of the strats. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. I think that's the speed strat from the speedrunners. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they literally like get the glove and get the fuck out, and then they keep going, and then they come back and just beat everything. I believe. I think that's an actual strat noise.
Yeah. Okay. Because one thing I did pick up from, because I admit I started watching speed runs, but only up to checkpoint. Because I got real interested. I gotta say, I really am enjoying this game. I'm very surprised that I'm enjoying it. Because I hated it so much as a kid. But so I was just like, I want to know more. Like how can I, how can I better my gameplay? And one of the things that I saw, German, you kind of mentioned it with the experience points is, let's say, for example, the base stuff, whatever, right, is 50 for health, 100 for magic. And let's say you've already got your attack up to like level 5, and the next one is like 3,000 or whatever. If you skip over health and you skip over magic, the game says next is 3,000. So if you make it to the boss and kill the boss, it'll give you all those experience points to get to 3,000.
When you put the gem, or just kill the boss, you mean?
When you put the gem in.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So you're getting like free points basically, instead of grinding to get to 3,000.
And one thing that, if I remember correctly, on the NES version, I'm pretty sure I've done it before. And again, I don't know anymore. My fucking memory of first Zelda 1. I was pretty sure, like, if you skip one and skip the second one and you get to the third one, it literally, I think now the cancel or the skip goes away, whatever cancel I think it was called, right? It goes away because it's like, no, motherfucker, there's nowhere else to go. Pick one.
You have to. Yeah.
Okay. So
originally, I was going to do that. I was going to like rack up a ton of points and just level up like 5 things at once or something.
Yeah.
I'm just going to get to 5,000 experience and then choose what I want to level
on
up.
Slimes, goddamn.
Well, with whatever, yeah. And I was like, was what I was going to do. And then I got to where it was like the highest one, which was probably health.
Sword.
And it wouldn't let me cancel. And I was like, what? You won't let me cancel? Oh, come on.
Yeah, I know. I found that as a kid too. So, okay, so I am right. Good. This is the right
cool thing, though, is you can use those, let's say those 3,000 experience points on the other two instead of on your attack. You could just start like leveling those up a bunch. Yeah.
So, Chris, did you go for hammer? Because that technically isn't necessary for number 2 for Palace 2.
I don't know where the hammer is now.
Okay, so he doesn't have hammer. Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna fuck, man. Yeah, when I was streaming, they were asking me.
I did that through my
Yeah, they were asking me. They're like, "Are you gonna do Death Mountain before or after Palace 2?" And I was like, I don't know. I don't need it, but it's so fucking useful because the shortcut, because if you're gonna get continues, you are gonna want to be able to get through that fucking shortcut again, so you can get to the rest of the map. Otherwise, you have to keep, going through the left side and then down and then across. And oh, by the way, Chris, did you find the extra lives that are out there?
Extra lives? No.
Yes. So there's little Link dolls scattered throughout. You can only pick them up once, which sucks because it's like, you die and it's gone. You'll never get it back. But yeah, there's some like
same thing with the experience too. That was lovely.
Yes. Yeah. You lose experience on continue. But yeah, they're hidden throughout. So you might just come across a block and you're just like, oh shit, what is this? And it's just like a little Link doll that you can pick up.
Okay.
What else is out there? I'm trying to think.
I want to ask, like, there's hidden fairies, yeah. But Chris, this is magic is kind of new to this game. What do you think so far about the magic love system?
It's interesting. The leveling of the magic doesn't seem to do, at least so far, because I think mine's at 4 at least. Doesn't seem to do very much because, like, I think you have to get to like magic level 2 before you can use life. But then even like at level 4, there doesn't seem to be much difference in the magic that I have left once I use it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like it seems like one of those things where it's like,
what's the point? Kind of like,
not necessarily what's the point, just like you have to be really careful with when you use it.
Yeah.
There was one time I was going through that tunnel to get to the second area to go to the second palace, and that last part you have to use that jump magic on to get over it. And I used my magic for life. No, not the dance magic. Yeah. And I used my magic for life, and I didn't have enough to use jump. So I was like, crap. Now I have to go back
Mm-hmm.
and either die or look for look for some enemies that'll drop magic. And I'd killed everything in the cave already, so couldn't do that. And so I was like, well, I have to go back outside, grind some more to get my magic back up so I can jump. And I was like, that's annoying,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. So I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it, but I understand it also has its uses, and maybe
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to
Mm-hmm.
really do it well.
No, yeah, no, it's definitely I believe leveling up magic increases your bar and or reduces how much it costs. Because I don't know if you notice there's a number at the end of the whatever the spell. It's like
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
yeah. And that's so weird. It's a bar,
Yeah.
yet it tells you 16, I think, is shield. And you're like, well, what is 16 of my bar? Like
Yeah.
16%? Or so it is very, very silly. The way they did that. That's that right there, right? But yeah, like it will reduce how much it costs if I remember correctly. And life is the most expensive one as of right now. It's definitely one of those, like, use it sparingly. I don't know if you know this. I believe you might have touched on it at least, but I think it's every 7th or 8th enemy you kill that drops XP. So you can't like farm the non XP enemies. Will either drop a blue, what do you call it? A magic jar?
Bottle, yeah.
Yeah, or a red magic jar if they're a strong enemy, or a points pouch, right?
Yeah.
What was I calling it? A P sack? A P sack. It'll drop a P sack. So sometimes you can count. You can be like, okay, you're like, oh man, I killed like six of these guys. All right, the next one's coming up. So I tried this. I don't remember if it's 6 or 7 or maybe 8. I don't remember the number anymore. But sometimes I will time it so that whatever that enemy is the Stalfos or the Darkna or the Armos, whatever they're called in this game.
6,
that way, it's
7.
like a higher chance. Yeah, 6, 7. Jeez. That way, it's a higher chance to get that either red jar or a pouch that's worth 100, 200. That helps level up because it's kind of a waste if you waste that on the slime because you're like, oh, it's just a blue jar or a 50 pouch when it could have been a 200 pouch.
Yeah.
And I believe there's no way to force whether it's a jar or a pea pouch. I think that's just random, but I could be wrong. Yeah, I could be wrong on that one.
I said R&D, not research and development. R&D.
RNG. Yeah, but yeah, so you get your magic system. That's something that I've always so I kind of might have mentioned it on my stream when I was streaming this game. But I'd mentioned that like I like that in this one the candle is automatic and you don't have to like actually throw the fire out. Versus in the first game, Legend of Zelda 1, you had to pause the game, open up the candle, go to the candle, throw the flame out so you can see in dark rooms, So I think that for sure is a step up in my opinion. I think maybe LOZ1 could have benefited from like maybe blue candle being for lighting what do you call it, dark rooms, and red candle could have been for like burning the bushes or something like that,
Well, even if it was the blue candle lit like a small area around you.
Sure, there you go. Yeah.
Red candle lit up the whole room.
Mm-hmm. But I think like it'd be nice not to pause your game to use the candle in the dungeon. That would have been cool. Oh man, what games have done it where like you'll light like torches or whatever, and it illuminates the room, and then like if the torches go out, it just gets darker and darker again. You're like, fuck, I gotta go light these things again. I love it / hate it, because it is one of those like it's a good mechanic, but sometimes you're like, dude, I gotta go relight this torch again because it's getting dark. You can't see it again.
You can't think of what game that is?
Well, I mean, not one in particular, but I know which one are you thinking of?
Link to the Past.
Well, that's the one I was thinking too, but I didn't want to say
it.
Chris, forget that.
It's not like a spoiler, but yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. But
I was like, seriously,
I thought about that. Just was like,
if that's the one for NES or SNES, that's the one I've seen the most. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Shadow plays it all the time. Yeah.
Oh, does he? Cool. But yes, I think the candle is definitely a step up. What else? What do I think? So I'll talk about my little session here. I did excellent up to what do you call it? Palace 1, no issues. Everything was in memory for the most part. I was like, yep, I remember all of this shit. I knew how to get to dungeon. What do you call it? South. I had a little bit of trouble. This is going to be a little, not spoiler, but a little foreshadow for you, Chris. Like Death Mountain noise. I think you were there, weren't you? I kind of forgot what route to take. I was getting my ass beat a little bit. And then I got to a certain enemy, which I believe Chris has not encountered yet, that I said, I forgot about these assholes.
Oh, and yeah. You had a hard-ass time with those guys.
I was like, dude, is there a difference in the Japanese version? We'll save that for the next episode. But I was like, I forgot how much. It was almost what do you call it? Like not a flashback, but like an anxiety. But I remember
Trauma.
I was like, I remember why I hate this game. I was like, because I was like, this game ain't that bad, man. I was like, oh yeah, that's why I hate this. These fucking assholes are so annoying to me. But yeah, Death Mountain. I struggled a bit there. And then I did second palace off stream. Pretty straightforward. I actually forgot what this boss was for second palace. I was going through it in my head, and I was like, all right, you fight this guy, you fight that guy, you fight this guy, and I was like, huh. And I was like, I don't fucking remember half of the enemies in this game or bosses. So seeing this guy, I thought it was gonna be something else. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess it's this guy. All right, cool. So yeah, I kicked his ass. I don't remember his heads flying around and shooting at you. And that to me, I was like, oh, that happens? I'm like, okay, I don't remember that, but all right. Different universe, I guess.
Yeah, so I guess the bosses, first one's named is Horsehead, and then the second one's named Helmet Head.
Just call him Bojack, man.
Bojack.
Horsehead?
Yeah, Horsehead.
That's it. And then Helmet Head, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, bro. They took notes from Kojima. They were like, oh, Metal Gear's kind of cool. And got Duckman and fucking whatever the fuck they were called.
Fast Man.
Yeah.
He runs real quick. What should we call him? Running Man. Brilliant.
Excellent.
Yes. All right. Really. What, Helmet Head or Armor Head? What you call it?
Helmet Head. Yeah. Helmet Head and Horsehead.
Helmet Head. Jesus. That's hella funny. Yeah. So actually, surprise, or I don't know what you want to call it. That horse enemy. I know what I've been wanting to pick for my hard gamers. I already know what game I kind of have. I was debating it even before DuckTales, but now I'm like, okay, I think I want to pick the certain game. I'll wait for that episode. But point is, I always see Horsehead. It came way before the game I'm going to pick. And I'm like, oh shit, I always kind of related those two. Now, I have not played this game myself in 25 years. So it'll be a shock for me too when I start playing it. So I'll save that for the next episode. Stay tuned if you want to know what game that is.
You said Horsehead, but before the what?
Came before the game I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay.
A Horsehead reminds me of a character in the game I'm going to be picking, and so I'm just wondering if I still will see that, or and if I do, if you guys will see what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Stay tuned, guys. Go listen to Hard Gamers and see what game German's gonna pick. What game are we on?
Oh, we're on
Chris's. Yeah. No, it's my turn.
Oh, your turn. Damn.
Yeah, you just picked DuckTales, and then Chris picked Duel Heroes, the greatest fighting game of all time.
It really is.
Yeah, it's German. Have you dove in further?
No, not yet. I was going to do that yesterday, but I had to.
Oh yeah.
For like 8 hours.
Yeah. Hope everything's okay. But yeah, Duel Heroes, hilarious. Anyways, that's for hard gamers. Go listen to that one. It's my turn on that one. Yeah.
We just done Doom then.
Doom? You want to play Doom?
Why did you pick Wolfenstein?
Oh, I played Wolfenstein.
No, I said I could have sworn we just did.
No, we picked Wolfenstein. The 2 weeks are going by a lot quicker than I thought. You know what I mean? Because we do that podcast bi-weekly.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna, we weren't gonna give ourselves enough time, but those weeks are going by pretty quick. Anyway, so Chris, you've seen 3 villages, maybe?
Yes, 3 villages. Yeah.
Okay, because Saria has is that the one with the mirror? Yes, because that has the life magic. You haven't figured out how to
be a citizen? I have to be a citizen of the town in order to cross the bridge or whatever. Yeah.
Okay, so you haven't figured that out yet.
No.
Okay. We'll leave that up for you to figure out.
I wonder if there's a spell that would help you jump across that noise.
The jump spell? What?
Nothing.
Chris, what spells do you have?
Shield, jump, and life.
Yeah, he's got jump. Oh, I get what you're saying.
Stay tuned.
I love this.
Yeah.
Stay tuned and see what happens.
I know what Germans say. What's funny is I was complaining. I was literally complaining like, man, it sucks that I have to keep talking to this fucking guy to get the drawbridge to go down. But now I feel dumb. But I also don't want to waste magic on it. But I get what you're saying now, German. That's funny. Never thought of doing that. Let's see. What else is out there? Because we can't really talk about Death Mountain since Chris hasn't gone through there. So Death Mountain is optional before the second palace. Highly recommend doing it because you do get access to, let's see, one item that I know of. I mean, the hammer. We've been talking about the hammer. The hammer is what you get, so you can get shortcuts. And then there's another item out there hidden in a block that I forgot about. Well, I forgot to pick up, but yeah. Let me think. Let me
That's
think.
about it, I guess. But
Well,
so you see Stalfos, yeah, you see ropes. I'm trying to think if there's anything
yeah, I
like
was thinking of enemies. So there's like
Well-
they have the same kind of rule as Zelda 1, where the different colors is how difficult they are, and they start
Yeah.
with like orange, then go to some of them start out red. I know blue is like the
who? Like who?
hardest.
And not
Oh,
with
yeah.
the slimes.
No, yeah.
Slimes, yeah,
What?
easy slimes are blue.
slimes.
Red slimes are
Yeah,
harder.
red ones are harder. Yeah.
Really? Okay, I can't remember that.
Or maybe
but
it's
yeah, I think
backwards.
you're
I can't remember. But like in that
Well, you have
cave where you go get
uh-huh.
the statue, it's a red whatever those guys are with the fucking boomerangs. And
Gorias.
yeah, and that guy's easy. And then when you go get the
red
first
one?
harpies, is he harder?
It's blue.
So
Well,
it is. So
okay,
it
so
does
there's
start with
orange.
orange.
There's an
Right.
orange.
The orange one
It
by
is
the heart
orange,
container.
then blue,
That's
and
the
then
easy
there's red
one.
ones. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
No, then red.
No, those are blue.
Red's harder than orange, but blue is the hardest.
I want to say red's harder than blue.
No, not because of the what's it called? The Deku, damn it, the dark nuts. The hardest ones I've had to deal with are blue.
There was red ones in Palace too.
Yeah, but I mean how
They weren't
hard
that
they
hard?
were. The red ones,
Huh.
no, because it's orange and then red, and I haven't run into any blue ones in the second palace.
No, but there's a blue one in Palace 1, isn't there?
Fuck, man, I don't know now.
We should look up what their fucking HP is.
I don't think so. Yeah.
No. But nonetheless, Chris, so speaking of, while we're looking that up, what did you think about the dark nuts in this one? You
I
think
hate
you hate them?
I hate 'em. Yeah, not because they're like super tough. It's like they're not that bad. Like I kind of figured out their little gimmick.
Sure.
It's tough figuring out how to hit them. Is what I had trouble with. And like what Noise said is exactly what I thought. Like you had to kind of like fake him out or whatever. It's like, okay, that's exactly what I thought, but doing that is easier said than done. And I
Sure.
like I know that's why he was not why he was telling me, you know, she maybe didn't know I'd figure it out or whatever, you know, but it's just like, that's dumb. That's like the dumbest mechanic ever. You have to fake them out. Like, why?
Honestly,
You know?
I honestly don't even know if it's faking him out as much as just kind of fucking like just getting lucky if he doesn't block in the direction you do. Because I go for fake outs too, but I personally just say it's like an AI. What do you call it? If they're gonna block you or not. That's the way I see it. Because it's just like they go up down, and then, you know. Hey, what's interesting about them and makes them a little tough, in my opinion, is that they can block independently of where they're gonna attack.
Yes.
Versus you have to block in the direction you're attacking. So yeah, sometimes you'll crouch to stab him down, and he'll block you and then stab up, and you're like, fuck, you know, and you get smacked, or vice versa. So that makes them a little harder. Do you think there's gonna be whiz robes in this game, Chris?
God, I hope not. Although with being side scroller style, they'd be easier to deal with than top down. So
blue is harder.
Well,
blue is harder, really. All right.
At least for iron knuckles, because some of them
would they have?
Because the ropes are not called ropes; they're called aneru. Aneru start blue, and then the harder ones are red. And then same thing with the Ra, which are the Medusa heads. They start out blue, and then they are orange as harder.
Okay.
But as far as
weird. They must have different names in your version than in mine.
What do you mean?
What?
Does it tell you what they're called?
Yeah, well, Spy gave me a website that's kind of like a guide for the game, or for all those Zelda games. And like the horse things are called Mazura.
Horse
the horse
things?
thing are called Mazura. Yeah.
The boss?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have bosses
Mazura.
here. Hold on.
Let me copy this. So he sent to me.
Yeah, because I'm just looking at like the Zelda Dungeon Wiki. But yeah, one thing I told Chris too about the strategy with these enemies is to press forward, like press them. Don't have them on the back foot, right?
Yeah.
Because
agreed.
Yeah, if you're standing still, they're just gonna rail into you. So that's one thing I learned with Iron Knuckles is I kind of learned to do this. It's the knee attack, right, where you go for their knees, the crouch attack, but in the air. So doing that has yielded me more hits on Iron Knuckles than anything else.
Okay.
Also, if they happen to block me, I kind of get sent up into the air, and I keep pressing towards them, and I do an attack as I'm coming down, and I usually hit them with that. So if I miss with the upward hit and get thrown into the air on the way back down, I hit them, and usually I succeed with that one. So I'm always kind of like bam, 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 you know, like jumping and hitting and hitting on the way back down with Iron Knuckles. So if Chris, you want to try that technique, it's a couple of button presses just to do one simple attack for sure. Because you're literally you got to press forward, jump, then you got to press down, attack, and then on the way back down, press down and attack again. It's just like,
Okay.
it did help me to use the joystick this time around. I think I was telling Chris that too, because I know usually I'm a stickler for like, dude, use the D-pad on 2D games, right? On old retro games, you're more accurate. But on this one, I was not. I was not very accurate on the D-pad. And I think our buddy Wardo or somebody else was like, oh man, thanks for the tip, dude. Like my fucking thumb hurts like a motherfucker. And I'm like, yeah, I get it. You know, it's like a fighting game. You got to build up those calluses on the D-pad. And yeah, the joystick seemed to help me a lot with being accurate as to like if I'm crouching or forward or up maybe in the future. Yeah. Did you posted it?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's in our group chat. Yeah.
I thought you posted it in the chat, you know, where other people can look at it.
I can do that too.
Let's see. This is just a website. What am I looking at? Oh, Adventure of Link. Okay. This is exactly where the same website that I'm on.
Really?
Yes.
If you go to enemies or bosses.
Yeah, ZeldaDungeon.net. That's literally where I am.
Yeah.
The
horsehead guy called Mazura.
Wait, how do I get to right? But I'm talking about like if you scroll down and you see enemies, there's their names. The snake thing, Aneru.
Oh yeah. But you were talking about the bosses.
No, I was talking about the snakes.
Horsehead guy.
Earlier. Yeah. Mazura.
Yeah,
okay, I see now. Are they not called that?
Unfortunately, I do see. Oh, it looks like it's gonna be a whiz robe, and I hate you, German.
What?
This is your fault now. This is your fault. They're in there. You brought it up, so it's your fault.
I was asking because I don't remember, honestly.
Yeah. But anyway. Oh, you know who I really don't like that I've run into? You have. I don't think you guys have run into this yet, but Boon. It's like a little fly. German, do you remember what those are? These fly things? Okay, because
Boon? No.
Yeah, it's called a boon. It looks like a fly. So another thing I have to admit is I love this game so much that on my off-stream game file, I think I'm pretty sure I'm on the 5th palace. Because I've just been enjoying it so much that I'm just like, I'm just gonna go. But obviously on stream, I went only the checkpoint, and I didn't want to spoil for anybody else out there. But yeah, it's been I've been loving it, man. It's become my Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, where I really just want to like see how fast I can beat this thing, which I haven't yet. I haven't gotten to that point. But yeah, I'm really surprised that I'm enjoying it that much. I think it's because I kind of had the mindset of like doing it, right? Like I have a reason now. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for the pod, I'd still be giving up like 1st or 2nd palace. I'd be like, I think this is probably I've seen the whole game, right? But I definitely have not.
That's good.
Yeah, pull a German, be like, 2nd palace, that's close to 6, right? Okay, I'm done.
2nd is a third of the way there. That's basically done.
Yeah. 3rd room on Wolfenstein, that's the whole game, right? But yeah, these enemies they're not to be fucked with. Stalfos are pretty easy. Just go for their knees, basically. One thing
they can't block. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Chris. I was like, don't just stand there and attack. Like, move forward. Like, even if it's like pixel by pixel, move forward and attack. Move forward and attack. Then that way you can kind of like, it's almost like you're stabbing in a diagonal down to their feet on Stalfos and stuff. Until you get the blue ones, obviously, who love to jump over your head and shit. And they have their own downward attack. That's super fun. I guess the jellies are called bots. B-O-T.
Bots and something else for the red one.
Bit. Oh, that's funny.
Bits
and bots. Okay. And then there's Bago, which are the weird fish skulls that jump out at you on the bridges and shit. I guess they're not called Keese here. They're called Ache.
Yeah. I was wondering about that myself.
And there's
a Chi. A Che. Yeah, I guess Che.
Yeah, I don't know. Achi Man, which is the one that turns into an actual like humanoid vampire.
Demon.
Thing, yeah.
Oh, we got boulders again. All right. Sentient boulders.
Yeah. I was going to make a joke about that. Yeah, because they're listed as an actual enemy. It's like, okay.
Why do they do that? That's so weird. Dealers, which are those spiders that you get. I only see those in the encounters, in the random encounters out there. We got Octorocks returning. Moblins. Megmats. I think you ran into those, Chris. They're
Yeah, I called it. I was like, are those the pole voice? Or
oh
pole
right, because
voice
they
or
have the
whatever
little
it's
ears.
called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little blue ones to jump. The
Yeah,
blue
yeah.
one?
The hoppy
Yeah.
blue ones.
Oh yeah, little.
I guess
yeah,
the Roombas are called Louders, but with a W.
yeah. It is weird.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gorias again. What do we run into? Air bubbles. We've run into air bubbles. So
Yeah.
dumb.
Oh
Octoroks.
no, air. Ah, it hurts so much.
Yeah.
It could be a lake of acid. I don't know.
Yeah. Let me see what else.
But it doesn't say they're acid bubbles, it says they're air bubbles.
That's true. That's what they say. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what they say. And then actual bubbles
Mm-hmm.
that take away your magic as well as your health when they hit you.
Oh,
Yeah. Don't know if you noticed that.
I haven't. No.
Yeah. Got iron. Oh, wait. These are not called dark nuts. These are iron knuckles.
These are iron knuckles now. Okay.
Yes, that's right. What else have you run into? Ra, the Medusa
Yep.
heads, and Wasu, those stupid guys who take away your experience. Also, they're like wolves with little stabby knives.
Yeah, little jackals. Yeah.
Yeah, they make me
They
think
remind
like
me of little rats. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Rats.
Yeah.
yeah, they're like a rat
Right.
face.
Yeah.
I feel like these deserve to be in Castlevania, not in this game.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me. What else was I going to say?
And they drop no experience. Ah.
Right. Not
just
all
keep
the
spawning
enemies drop
forever, yeah.
experience. That's correct.
Yeah.
What do you think about Link's like a new sword? This is a little wimpy swing, and it goes
This fucking pocket knife, you mean?
1/10 of the screen. Yeah.
Well, the fact that when he like does the beam, it only affects like 3 enemies in the entire game.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah. And the fact that it's short as fuck. That's the other issue with it too. Is
Yeah.
like, why can't it be? And it's the exact same pixel length and diameter, whatever shape of your sword, which is what the original Legend of Zelda was. But on that one, your sword was as big as fucking Link, right? Pixel wise, right?
Yeah.
And on this one, you're swinging this little pocket knife, like Noise said, and a little pocket knife sprite goes across the screen. I'm like, dude, you could have made it a little bigger. Like, come on,
Go
dude.
across the screen goes like 3 places in front of you.
Well, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't go across screen, but like even then, it's like it's so tiny that it's like I guess it's like the hitboxes are so generous that like the enemies that it does affect, it just hits them. But it's still it's a downgrade in my
bits
opinion.
And bots, as far as I can tell.
Bit spots. It does affect moblins,
Octoroks.
the spiders.
Octoroks as well,
a few more, but for sure the ones that you would really want it to work against, like
the Goria.
Armos and shit, it doesn't, and you're like, well, fuck you then. Oh man, could you imagine if the beam didn't affect the dark nuts in Zelda 1?
Jesus Christ.
Or the Dorias? Yeah, just stand far away, shoot your beam at them. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, also Geldram, which is those weird tentacle things in the desert.
Oh yeah.
Which I just realized those aren't fireballs that are coming from the sides of the screen. Those are the boulders.
Those are the boulders?
What?
Yeah.
They're flying sideways?
Yes, those are boulders. Someone's throwing them off screen at you. I always thought they were fireballs, but that's literally the sprite. It's the sprite for a boulder.
Oh yeah, you're right. Huh.
That's funny.
Which is considered a minor enemy, yeah. Because if you're in the desert, you hit a minor enemy. That's all that's there. It's just those what we thought were fireballs. Apparently, yeah.
Chris, what's the story?
Well, this is directly after the first Zelda, Legend of Zelda game. Princess Zelda fell into a sleep or something, we fell into a sleep.
Nope,
right?
neither one of those are right.
Do you think it's a dream?
Some of the all I know is that our blood is used to resurrect Ganon. So that's why when we die, he appears.
Right.
Or when we get a game over, that's why he appears. And some of his underlings are trying to kill us so that they can revive him.
That is correct. Yes.
That's all I know.
Okay.
That I didn't know.
Zelda is sleeping for some reason.
So a Zelda is sleeping. Zelda the first. So the Zelda we rescued in Zelda 1 is not the same one. The one that's sleeping is the very first Zelda. And she fell into a deep sleep when the Prince of Hyrule kind of tried to like usurp her. And there was this magician that was kind of backing up the prince. And basically the Prince of Hyrule wanted the third Triforce. He wanted to know where it was, and the Princess Zelda wouldn't tell him where it was. And the magician got so pissed that he cast the sleep spell on her. And by doing so, he destroyed himself. What a stupid ass magician! Like he literally killed himself, putting Princess Zelda to sleep. But this was like generations ago, basically. And it's passed down from generation this knowledge, so like Impa is kind of like the only person who knows her and like the King of Hyrule, basically.
Okay.
So they have her in this room that no one goes into, and the story is that to honor Princess Zelda the First, they named all future princesses Zelda. So in the Kingdom of Hyrule, every princess is named Zelda. And
That's convenient.
yeah, I know, right? So Impa tells you this and basically says, to wake her, you gotta fucking put these 6 crystals that you gotta find into each one of these. Or no, you have the crystals and you gotta put them into these. By the way, the difference in this system and NES is in the this system they're called temples, but in the NES version they're called palaces. Again, another religious reason or whatever. And then once you do that, then you will wake her up, break the spell, and gain the 3rd Triforce, blah, 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 save the universe.
Okay.
Yes.
Save the Zelda, save the world. Got it.
Yes. Save the Zelda, save the world. But yeah, that's basically the story, the lore behind this one. So direct sequel.
So the Zelda from the first Zelda game is not this Zelda?
No.
That was the second Zelda, or is...
So the Zelda from the first game is a descendant of this Zelda. So this Zelda could have been asleep for like 1,000 years.
Okay.
We don't know the exact age of this sleeping Zelda.
Gotcha.
Oh, this is 10 years after the first Zelda game.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yes. So is it 10? All I know is that he is 16 years old in this one.
16?
Yes.
So he was 6?
So wait, so maybe not 10, maybe like 7 years. Hold on. I know. That's why I was just like, wait.
that's much better.
So he's fucking, he was Raiden / fucking Solidus. He's Solidus.
Yeah.
And fucking, and what do you call it? Iraqi Desert Storm fucking killing people and shit.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find here.
He was a general at fucking 14.
It doesn't say how old. It says in the manual how many years. But one day on his 16th birthday, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I would say he was 10 in the first one.
All right.
At least,
like it.
Right?
Yeah, that's fantasy age. That's fine.
Yeah. 10 to 12. Let's say that.
Okay.
Old enough to hold a sword.
Yeah.
So you can't say I'm afraid it's been 9 years. Got it.
Yeah. Oh, and the reason...
Especially in the olden times?
The reason Impa, this old lady, I don't know if you remember her from the first manual. She's also in there. The reason she tells you this is because Link went up to her one day because a symbol appeared on his hand, on his left hand.
Oh, that's right.
The Triforce symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he went to show her and she was like, oh shit, I got to tell you something.
No, you know what I like to imagine, man? So on my stream, I had said, in case anyone didn't watch my stream, or actually for those who didn't watch my stream, because that I always thought, so Chris, the opening room in this game,
oh yeah
in the background, I swear to you, I always thought just the sprites aren't the most clearest. I thought that was a banquet table. I thought that was a fucking like a big old chicken drumstick and like potatoes or some shit like that. So I just thought it was like again. So now that with that out of the way, look at it again. It looks like a fucking drumstick to me, anyways. And then what's funny is now that you said that, I'm just imagining the scene of fucking them eating dinner. They're sitting there eating dinner, and he's like, "Yes, Impa." He's like, "By the way, who the fuck's this chick sleeping on the table?" They just been eating dinner with the fucking princess on the table the whole fucking time. Oh shit. She's like, "I thought you would never ask, Link." Yeah, we gotta go save her. Oh shit. Anyway,
it's just been like one of those like erotic sushi banquets.
Oh,
they've just been eating food off of her this whole time. Say, who the hell is this anyway?
But yeah, continue with the marking appeared on his arm, on his hand.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. He goes to Impa and she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna take you to this room that no one goes into," and then hey, and then tells him, what's going on, that this is a different Zelda, a much older Zelda, and you have to wake her up, basically. Mm-hmm.
I do have another point of subject or whatever you want to call it here. What do you think of the music, Chris?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's different on the disc system
It's
for the battle, by the way. It's a completely different track.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
it's pretty decent. It's not bad.
Okay. I don't hate it, but I can say it gets very repetitive, and I don't feel that about the original Zelda.
That's crazy. The first one's
But
so
on this
repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I know that's what's crazy, right? But like, I guess it's because there is no battles that take you out of that overworld music. It's only going into shops or a dungeon, right? But on this one, it's the theme, the overworld. Dun da 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 dun da 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 dun 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 da da dun, right?
Yep.
And then you get in an encounter, and it's like it's like dun 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 dun, and then sometimes if you're like on a special tile, you can just walk right the fuck out of the encounter, right?
Mhm.
And then it resets. Dun da 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 dun da 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 dun, dun, you know, and that's what it gets annoying to me, because that it doesn't like continue, or you know what I'm
But
saying?
the
It
Zelda
can
one
get
does
a
the
little.
same thing. When you go into a cave and you come out, it does it again. It goes dun.
That's true.
Yeah,
I guess so. I find this one so. Yeah, I kind of personally wish
it's
that
funny
the
because
Palace Dungeon.
if you sit and listen to these songs, they're longer and they change like as they go on.
Yeah.
Like they have progression to them. You know, not to say that the first Zelda soundtrack is shit, but there's a lot more variety in this one, and there's different.
Sure.
There's different songs actually. Like you said, there's Overworld, there's Battle, there's Town, there's Palace, and then there's
Town, Palace,
and then like Final Palace, probably whatever the fuck it's called. And in the first one, there's like 3 tracks. There's fucking Outside, caves don't even have anything. There's Dungeon, and then Ganon's Lair. So 3 songs.
Yeah. Yep.
If we don't count the opening and the crawl and all that shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, again, I don't know why though. It just bugs me a little bit. I kind of, maybe because it's a sequel, maybe, I don't know. It does have a sharper sound, like a more
I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
it's
but
tingy.
I think it would have been kind of yeah, exactly. It's very tingly. No, I think it'd have been kind of cool if there was like I do like it. I really do. Like I said, Palace music is definitely a slapper.
That's so
I
good,
do
dude.
see like what you're talking about, that like as the song plays, it gets deeper and deeper, like Overworld. But again, you get constantly interrupted by those battles, you know, those random encounters, if you will. Yeah. So they definitely kind of hurt.
I don't know,
but I think it'd be
every time
kind
I
of
hear
cool.
that battle music, I'm like, let's go. Like, doom, ding, 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 ding. Like, let's fucking fight.
Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to fight you, and you guys fuck off. But anyways, no.
Oh yeah,
I think it'd be kind of cool if there was like different overworld music, like grass versus forest versus desert. Like they could have in theory maybe done more with it too. But for sure, I do know and appreciate that they do go longer and there is more to them. But yeah, it gets to me sometimes. I'm like, dude, I'm fucking done with these fucking music. The sound effects are definitely a little off too. Again, you know, the sword, the shing, the little shink it does. It's so, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it's got a weight to it. But it doesn't. We already talked about its tiny little fucking sword, right? Yeah. No, but I was just curious what you thought about it, Chris. Yeah, but no, you're 100% right. There's only really 3 songs in the first Zelda. But yeah,
and you hear Dungeon
it is
a
hilarious.
lot, but Dungeon is such a slapper that you're just like, I don't care. I will listen to this all day.
Yeah.
Like I love Dungeon from Zelda 1. It's so good.
Yeah. And then and in Ganon's Dungeon too. That one's pretty good too, you know.
Oh yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it's so different. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I was just curious what you thought about the music, Chris.
Yes, it's pretty good. It's
all right.
I agree with Noise. It's more bearable than the first one, I think.
You find it more bearable?
Oh yes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
The only thing that bugs me is when you first start out in the overworld and does it dun 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 dun, dun, and you think it's gonna be like the OG Zelda theme, and it goes and does its own thing. It's like, I can't believe it's a bad taste in my mouth.
I used to hate that. Yeah, because it's like dun 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 dun. I used to hate that, but now I'm like, it's fine. Like it doesn't bug me.
Sure.
There's actually you'll see, Chris. There's actually not a lot of Zeldas that use that OG Zelda song. You know, it is like the
or we're lying and they all use it. I don't know.
Nah, I'm fucking.
I played Skyward Sword, German.
But like
and Breath of the Wild.
It's like what the fuck? Why can't I think of it? I just had it in my mouth. God damn it! Proof of a Hero, right? For Monster Hunter. It's a staple. But what's funny is like, yes, it actually does not exist in a lot of Zelda games. I think the only other one that I've actually heard it all the way through is probably Majora's Mask, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And maybe
Okay.
Link to the Past. There's very few where I actually hear
Maybe.
that overworld song in its original composition, obviously more improved. But I can't think of any other
Mhm.
games besides probably those other two that have that. You know,
Mhm.
Mhm.
can't think of any other game, to be honest.
Mm.
Like not even Ocarina of Time, which you feel like that one is perfect for it,
Right.
but it doesn't.
Mhm, 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 mhm,
It has
mhm.
like a medley of it, but
Yeah, it does, but
yeah,
not the
not the full
Mhm.
thing. It's really strange, but yeah, it's recognizable. When you hear from Zelda 1 that song, you're like, I know what this is, even though it's like in one game, kind of.
Yeah.
For example, like Mario, right? Mario 1-1.
Sure.
Dun, 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 dun,
Mhm.
dun, dun, dun,
Mhm.
dun, 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 dun. How many other games actually use that? Mario 2
No.
doesn't use it. Mario 2
Yeah.
is dun, dun, dun,
No.
dun, 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 bam, bam, dun, 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 dun.
Mhm.
And then Mario 3 is
And no
what is Mario 3?
Oh,
Bum,
man.
ba-dum, bum, ba-dum,
Which one?
Dun,
bum,
dun,
ba-dum,
Yeah,
bum.
it's the fucking marimba drums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. But everyone knows
Mhm.
the first Mario. It's so fucking weird
Mhm.
how that is. Even in non-gamers, they're like, I know what that is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's how much it impacted our lives in the 80s. One thing I just remembered also is, do you know about Error and Bagu?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
So for a long time, or for those not in the know, everyone thought that guy who goes, I am Error is like a
Mhm.
typo or something, or like an actual error. Like, why the fuck is his name
Mhm.
Error?
Mhm.
It's actually because of this other guy, Chris, that you'll run into. His name is Bagu. So the thing that was supposed to happen during the translation is Bagu is like the foreign way of pronouncing bug in Japanese.
Uh-huh.
And in English, they just left it as Bagu. So there is a counterpart to error. It's supposed to be like a programmer joke, error and bug.
Mhm.
Okay.
But Bagu is just, when you run into him, you'll be like, oh, okay, this guy fucking dumb. But it's just like, I remember for the longest time, everyone was just like, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck is his name Error? Like, is this just like a
Mhm.
glitch? What happened? Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. Just a little
Hmm.
trivia there.
Nice.
But yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. I ain't got much else to say. I didn't really talk about my experience because I was
Oh,
more
I-
interested in you guys', but yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Mhm.
I was gonna say when I first started out German, because you talked
Mhm.
about losing save states and stuff, cheating. I was doing it without save states, and that's part of the
Okay.
reason it took me so long to grind that many levels.
Mm.
Now, part of it was because I was doing little bits and bops and bits and bots,
Bits and bots.
yeah, and stuff too. So I was only getting 2 experience at a time.
Mhm.
But yeah, I was also every time I would die, lose all that experience and have to start over and everything like that.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, starting yesterday or the other day, Wednesday when I was playing, I was like, screw it. I'm using save states. I'm using rewind. I don't care. I'm gonna. I can't see myself getting through this without it. So
Mhm. No. By all means, I think I did say that, like, that I was like, Chris, like, I definitely think this one is harder than I remember now, especially when I got to that Death Mountain. I'm like, I remember I fucking hate this game. I was like, I fucking remember now. I'm like, cool, awesome. So yeah, no, 100%. I understand save states. I don't hold it against you, honestly, or Noise or anybody really. I'm just, it was just me talking shit, really. But this one is it's definitely harder up there. Now, I will admit, I've done the same thing you did, Chris, when I was a kid. I grinded off of those slimes. Yeah, I did it on the NES and fucking spent hours just trying to get fucking level ups just to then lose my fucking, my save data. So, but I've been there. But like Noise said, you just got to be brave and go into the palaces, And now I'm like, yeah, they're not that bad. But yeah, as a kid, I was like, I don't want to go in there, man. That place is scary. That place is fucking hard,
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I was always scared of the
especially
palaces.
like you said, yeah, especially like with the whole like the punishing aspect of like if you do game over, which it's only those 3 lives, well, except if you find the ones out in the open, but nonetheless, the game over, you lose all your XP. So sometimes you're right there, Now, as a kid, I didn't think about entering and exiting palaces. I would just clear them and then move on. Now I'm like, oh yeah, just fucking grinding them without ever doing, clearing it. Just don't put the crystal in there or shit like that, or don't grab the item and go back in there,
Mhm.
There's a couple tricks that I was doing right now, which again, now my memory's all fuzzy. That's why I didn't say shit, but I will say this much. The blue jar fills up, only a little bit, right? The red jar fills up a shitload, technically, right? it actually okay. My memory would be like it would fill up so much that you could cast heal and it would still continue to fill up your magic bar, almost full. I would usually remember. I remember like when I'd find a red jar, I'd be like, awesome, and I would cast shield, I would cast jump, and and then I'd grab it, or I'd cast it as it was filling up, and I would still have plenty of MP filled up, if not all of it. And I was doing that during my playthrough, and I was like, it's not doing what I remember it doing. So I'm like, but nonetheless, keep that in mind. If you do find a red one and your magic is pretty damn full, cast the spells you want to cast and then grab the red one because it's going to fill you up, So
Yeah.
I think it also has to do with how high your magic is. I think
so too.
Yeah, I think it affects the bottles, it affects the cost, and then affects the potency. I think.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah,
that could be it. I wish that casting shield didn't disappear between screen transitions.
Oh yeah,
in palaces. Yeah, that's always annoying. That like
if it was on a timer, that'd be nice.
Even jump, if jump was like on a timer too, because like you'll cast it, like you said, Chris, like in that cave, just to jump over that ledge, and I think that's the end of that cave, anyways. But still, it's like, what if you wanted to keep it for a little bit,
Yeah.
So it is a shame that it goes away the instant you transition. But yeah, that's about all I gotta say. So I will say now that the difficulty has stepped up in my eyes, because I was like, no, it's not that hard. But now I'm like, all right, okay, it is harder, way harder. It is a lot. At the same time, though, like there is still a lot of ease in it when it comes to, like I said, the whole leveling up system, the life magic, and as of right now, we haven't run into any rooms that require you to clear all the enemies, right? It's just kind of like you could, in theory, skip a lot of shit as long as you have a key or whatever, right?
Yep.
But yeah, so like I said, there's pros and cons to it. So, but yeah, nonetheless, yeah, the Armos and the Armos aren't too bad, but they're annoying for sure.
You mean
Stalfos, like Noise said, those are pushover.
The Knuckles?
Knuckles, there you go. Sorry, Knuckles. And then there's a couple other ones you'll meet later, and I hate those fucking assholes to death.
I know which ones you're talking about, but I figured them out.
Yeah, did you? Okay.
Yeah, the red ones especially. The ones that
I was telling when I beat second quest when I was and I told I think Guardo was there, and I said that I felt so much relief that I've actually I beat it at a quote unquote 100%, because my first time playing it as a kid, the first time beating it as a kid, I was missing one heart piece because of those bullshit rooms that require. Chris,
what's up? Did I fall asleep?
But that freaking I was missing one.
What's weird is I could still hear you talking.
Yeah.
And yeah, okay. Anyway,
no, you're fine. You're fine. No, you're fine.
I should have gone like this.
But anyways, I felt. Yeah, no shit. That I felt completed. I felt that at peace, saying like, man, I actually beat Zelda 2 again.
You felt
for
like
the second
Iron Man
time
at the end of Endgame. You're like, your wife came up to you. You're like,
No.
you can rest now.
I can rest now. No, actually, I was gonna make a joke. I was gonna make the joke and say, because I literally I was kind of going there because I was streaming it, and I was like, I feel content. I'm like, I've never talked this much about myself. Thank you. But no, I was like, I felt so happy. Like I did it. I beat it. I was like, I actually didn't think I was gonna be able to do it. Remember, I literally said like, I don't know how far we'll make it, let alone me, because I was like, I remember being tougher, and it was. And I remember some bullshit about but I knew about the false walls. I knew about those rooms, so I already had a little bit of a mindset going in. Like, all right, I should be able to do it, right? And yeah, being able to beat it and saying I did it, because again, when I beat it as a kid, I was missing that one heart piece, and as a kid, you're like, what if I'd beaten it with all heart pieces? Would that have unlocked a third quest? Would it, because that was pre-internet, right? But would it unlocked fucking a special ending, a special thank you? Back then, dude, that's what's so funny. The games, they say thank you for playing. A lot of these old school NES games will literally be like, thanks for playing, and most games now say to fuck off,
or they're just like, congratulations.
Yeah, no, like back then, like even if you didn't get a second quest, or the game was like, hey, thank you for playing, man, you beat the game, good job. So just seeing that, like the D end screen, and I was like, I felt happy, dude. I was at peace. I literally felt like the boss. I was like just happy. So this one, now going to this one, this is one that I have actually only beat with an emulator. as a kid, I've made it to the final dungeon, but I've never beaten it. So when I beat it without save states, I'm trying to do it without save states. I'm gonna feel the same way. Another game that I'm like, I did it. Like I feel, a bucket list kind of like revenge, almost kind of like fuck you, game. I defeated you. You know,
That's what some of the people in my stream were saying, is that I was revenge playing this game for Chris, because Chris lost his save and then he was like grinding it out on Discord. And everyone that watched him on Discord was like, dude, Noise is fucking revenge playing this for Chris. Like, just just vengeance. Yeah, I think that's why I'm loving this so much. It's like I said, I was only going to play the NES version on stream to checkpoint, just, to be like, okay, what are the differences, blah, blah, blah. And then I forget who I asked, but I was like, do you guys want to see like the difference with the Famicom Disk System version? They're like, yeah. And then I was just like, let me just keep going. And I was so proud that I made it to checkpoint without any continues, because those were the stakes, right? If I get a fucking continue, my shit's gonna level down and it's gonna be all for nothing, Especially when I was only doing attack. Like that was stupid. For someone who doesn't play this game professionally, or I'm not a speedrunner, I was like, I'm doing something very dumb, and yet somehow I was doing it, and it made me super proud. And I think that's why I like this way more than the first Zelda. I didn't feel precise with the first Zelda, like I told you guys, like he's on a grid, and if you don't fucking move perfectly, like on it, it like pulls you a couple pixels and then goes up, or in whatever direction you're doing, which is how German does the screen wrap trick, and go through blocks and shit. But yeah, it's just like I didn't feel precise with the first
or
one.
you get hit, or you straight up get hit because you want to like turn around, but because you weren't on that perfect grid, it'll move you up and then you walk into an enemy. Yeah, exactly.
And man, did I get lost so easily on that game, because every part of the map, overworld or underground, it's a screen. It's an entire screen.
True.
It does not fucking scroll with you like the way this one does when you're in the overworld. So I've never gotten lost in Zelda 2 here as an adult. Probably as a kid I did. Death Mountain, now that I know the path after hours of playing, super easy to get through. There's no reason to go through the other way, through the other fucking caves, unless you're just grinding. But I don't know. I just I'm really loving this. Very, very surprised. But yeah, I can't wait for more. Hurt me more.
Yeah.
I'm definitely revenge playing this thing too, for being that little kid that didn't get to see past fucking the first dungeon.
Yeah.
It was like NES
And
Metal Gear.
I gotta say too, like I know I seemed really frustrated, especially Wednesday, after I had made all that progress and lost it and everything. But that was most of it, was that I made all that progress and I lost it. But I think going forward it's gonna be a little bit easier, especially now knowing, the tips and tricks you've given me, Noise, like go to the palace, grind there, get there's a lot more experience to be gotten per enemy, everything like that. Knowing the tips and tricks I do now, I think I'm going to be better off. And especially the one that's made the big difference is attack while moving.
Yes.
Because what I used to do is I would move and then attack, and that hurt me, because the reason you saw me like just standing where I was and attacking is because I don't know if you guys have had this issue too. Zelda is very floaty in this. I think you used the term momentum noise.
Who is?
Sorry, Link. Not Zelda. Link, yeah. I know things. Is very floaty in this. I think you used the term he has momentum.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I do moonwalks, dude. I fucking
for just a second after you stop moving, he's still going.
Yeah, he slides. It's like almost like ice physics, yeah.
Yeah. And so that would hurt me so much in the past when I was grinding, that I just got to the point to where it's like, all right, I'll just wait for them to come to me. So that's why I was like standing still and just constantly attacking, waiting for them to come to me. But then when you said like go forward while attacking, that made a big difference. So
yeah, because they stop right at the pixel that makes them out of range.
Yeah. It's
but they can still hit you. But you can't hit them. Yeah.
Yeah, their swords
Especially Stalfos.
Jesus, man, their swords. Why couldn't Link's sword be that size? I'm not asking for like a claymore. Just buy the fucking pocket knife. That's the best.
You know what I think
word I've
it
ever
is?
heard.
Is that
Noise a pocket knife.
because it's the sword you're using is the magical sword from Zelda 1. So you haven't gotten a
Okay.
bigger sword. You've gotten bigger. So the sword.
So it was a magical pocket knife. Is what you're
now,
saying?
now that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you went from being 6 years old to 16, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that fucking butter knife, that thing is so fucking dumb, dude. But yeah, anyways, yeah. Yeah, being aggressive, absolutely, Chris. Yep, that's you rush those knuckles, or whatever they're called. You rush all those idiots. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you're gonna die, obviously,
Mm.
pressing them, but you're gonna learn where their weaknesses are that way.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're not gonna learn shit. Like you're just not gonna know how. Yeah, your fingers aren't gonna learn what to do, basically. Because it's now muscle memory now for me. Like, oh, enemy in front of me, jump attack. Jump crouch attack. Basically, is what I do with every fucking enemy. And now that I have like attack 8 on this system, it's just like I'm one-shotting everything. I'm like two-shotting bosses. It's almost obnoxious. Like I'm a goddamn Terminator now in that version. In the NES version, I don't know how high I got, but definitely not. I don't think I got 8. But yeah, even all those things out, definitely don't put into just one stat. Attack up. But I remember it almost made me think of like when we used to play Monster Hunter World with together, and German would always eat the meat platter, and I was like, but you have no, like, you're not upping your defense, right? And he's like, doesn't matter. It's attack up. Like, you want to do more damage, right? And I was like, yeah, I guess. And since, then I started like speccing my armor for what is it? Free meal. Because since I'm getting attacked so much and my defense isn't as high as I wanted it to be, now I have to make sure that I don't run out of max potions and mega potions and stuff. And so I could focus more on just attacking. So that's kind of how I've been looking at this game, is just like, this is my 2D Monster Hunter, right? Every single time you encounter an enemy, it's a fucking 1v1. And you're like, okay, just fucking plow into this guy. Yeah, you're going to get hit. But if you get better, you're not going to get hit. And you're going to decimate. And that's kind of how I've been looking at it to progress. Because otherwise, I'd be right where you are, Chris. I'd be right there. You're not alone.
Yeah.
Our community, community have voiced, like, they've definitely tipped their hats to you that you made it to checkpoint, because some of them have not, and they've tried just as hard as you. This game is not for quitters.
Yeah, not for the faint of heart.
Yeah. So for those of you listening out there is hope. Chris did it. He just has to do it 2.5 more times.
If I can do it, you can do it. Listen to me carefully. If I can do it, you can do it. Always got it. Did you catch it, German? If I can do it, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
I thought, I did catch that, but is this a Kung Pao reference? Because if it is,
no,
that's
no,
okay.
it's not. No,
okay,
it's not. No, it's just, yeah,
right out of the park.
Okay,
yeah, it's just that.
All right, guys. Well, next checkpoint is Palace 4.
Okay.
Is there an obvious way to know which palace you're in? Because it doesn't tell you like Zelda 1.
No, it doesn't. Not that I know of. Noise.
Okay.
I know that wiki thing that we were looking at, like, names them.
Okay.
So that's the only way I would know it.
Yeah, you go off of that, Chris. Keep using the guide, because like I said, without it as a first time Zelda 2 player, you need it. Like, it's not fair otherwise.
Yeah.
I think the third one is called Island Palace, and then the fourth one is called Maze Palace. So that should be pretty obvious when you're in the overworld. Yeah.
Cool beans.
Yup. So that's the checkpoint, guys. Any last thoughts? Any last words?
Pray for me.
Bueller.
Brain forming?
Pray for me.
Oh.
Yes, brain forming, Basset Hound.
Yeah, I mean, it's over and out, German.
I was editing that episode. We didn't record when German explained to us Basset Hound.
Oh, no?
That was after we stopped recording. Yeah. I was like, bummer. I wanted to hear that whole conversation again. But yeah, still, it was like, Basset Hound. What the fuck? You guys don't know what the hell we're talking about. It was for our anime podcast, PBNA, and I guess German was making a Madagascar reference, and I've never seen that movie before, so it didn't click.
It's a real thing, man. They say Basset
It's
Hound.
not a real thing.
It was a thing for that, and it was because they were playing telephone.
Yes. The monkey misunderstood.
It doesn't mean anything.
The monkey misunderstood what they said at the end. Basset Hound. All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening to
Listen.
And so I have been Noise,
I am Rizer.
And I'm DammitKriss.
and we'll see you guys next time.
Watch out.
Thank you so much for listening. To write in, send your emails to fans.pixelbenders@gmail.com. For text or voicemail, find us at 209-791-0995. Come join our Discord community and become part of our conversations. You can also find us on Twitch at ContraG1, at DammitKriss, and at Noise1TTV. If you want to hear these recordings live or gain early access to episodes, support us on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Also, make sure to check out our other podcasts. All links can be found in the description below.